Okay, so my name is Anna Clark, and I'm going to share some of the prophetic words that I received for the year 2019. And I received these words about January 2nd, 2019. Um, I didn't receive anything before that time. Um, and so just one morning I woke up and I was about to write something on Facebook, and this is what the Lord gave me. So some words for 2019 and beyond, I like to say, because sometimes some manifestation of some things does not fully come to the surface or show up or, manifest until certain processes take place and whatever. So I'm going to read what I have. And basically, I got tell my people that I love them and make a way for them. In 2019, like never before. What was hard before, go ahead, try again. Don't take for granted that I am with you. I will bring many to the forefront and some down. And this doesn't mean, when he's talking about bringing some to the forefront, it doesn't have to mean fame and spotlight, newsworthy, front page, but it just means he's bringing some out of hiding. Okay. So this is about even longtime laborers for me, some hidden in me, and I am raising up partnerships that I bring to the forefront for my purposes and meaning, raising next generation of leaders. These are those in business as well as legal or justice, etc. types of matters. I'm causing a stir, and some will say, what is this about in the world? What's happening? Are things falling apart? But no, I am ahead of this, and I will do what's right concerning the people as a whole. I will make changes. Do you see my hand? I will ask you, stay in step with me. Keep praying for your leaders. This is a major step for mankind to initiate some things. I say, I am doing a work, and you will see it all play out well in your favor. What do you want to do? Serve me or no? Now is the time to decide, and while others play with their time, fulfill my call or destiny for you. Because I'm calling you forth, I will lead you. You all play an important part, and I use you wherever you are. I know I have you in the palm of my hand, and I do not stumble or falter. I don't drop even one of you. You will make it to the finish line. You will win crowns for your work here. Do you hear me? Here. So work, the work and assignments that I, the Lord, give to you, and you will see rewards that none can give to you but me, or responsibilities that none can truly give to you except by me. Who can truly bless you, even with peace and abundance, but me? Who? So listen, my people, and we will see me bring justice in the land. Even the ground cries out on behalf of buried ones who died in injustices. I will make a way. I'm not stopping. I'm bulldozing the enemy's plans. I'm creating new ways. I'm creating even new technologies, space age technologies, high tech, not yet available yet to the mass public. I'm creating. I'm advancing humanity, upgrading technologies Daniel couldn't speak of. It wasn't lawful or allowed yet. He even used the president to push for some projects for NASA or some space technology, something. So he even used him to push for that. If you really listen to this word in the beginning, it it looks like chaos, he said, but really he's building. So sometimes when he's building and setting boundaries, it looks like chaos, but you have to trust God. See, God knew this before a government shutdown. So the Lord said that Trump was going to win and he wanted to put him in office. This is one of his children that's very free with his mouth and may shock people. But don't you know God has different tools? God has different tools, and he's using them. So anyway, the Lord says, I'm taking you to another level. Even the poor will be advanced because of technology. You can be homeless and have a smartphone. This is like an amazing day we're in. And what can you do from that smartphone? You can build a business in your smartphone. Your business can be mobile because of smartphones and technology, basically. Anyway, so the Lord says, I'm taking you to another level. Even the poor will be advanced in ways formerly not known. Bodies of water changing, streams, rivers dry up in some places. And then another word from the Lord I had for 2019 and beyond, he said, I'd like to tell you a few things and announce that the rain has come. What many have waited for, they will see, not without fight. Some need paperworks in order. I'm mixing and making a generation of people who will fight for the kingdom. Does it just drop down or come through a people who really want me to reign in their life? I'm making a way to make some stand out who have my words in their mouth and not their own agenda. I'm polishing up some who I have hidden for so long and sustained by a word. What I want is to tell my people to hold strong, hold on. You are here for a purpose, and many of your purposes will not be stopped in this year, but you will have to push for it, and I'm placing some in places of honor, and it is because they honor me first, and they have it in their heart what it is that they are to do, and I'm changing technology. So then he starts talking about technology. I'm changing technology, I'm adding to it, and I'm advancing the human race. And some will fight this change, thinking that the old is better. But doesn't that happen in every generation? But I will use some as a force to push some things. So here he's talking about, I found out later that the president had signed some things to push some advancement in technology and give the okay for it or something like that. So God said, but I will use some as a force to push some things forward. For change must come and the advancement is divine. Not only will technology change in this year and beyond, but the human race will as well, for they will be able to pick up my desires and or sense me, even if they don't know me, for I'm pouring out my spirit upon all flesh, upon all men. So there are changes in this year, but what you must know is that you need to be on your post. What is that assignment that I have given to you? Make sure you carry that out. For you are a part of a bigger puzzle that I am bringing together and painting a picture and changing this world, even by an important part that you play. I'm bringing the body together, for in unity you will build greater and better. And then I heard this song. It was like, what the world needs is love. And then he said, this is why I sent you to accomplish a mission. Sometimes love looks like it's gentle and healing. And sometimes love is setting boundaries and putting new rules in place in order to keep order in a society. And I'm about to make some changes to even bring about an atmosphere that will set other things in motion. I feel like the Lord is saying, don't question what I do. So when you see boundaries being put up in society, in cities, in countries, when you see certain things being set in place or new rules, or just rules will be more strictly enforced, he's just putting some things in order, and you can't fear. And that's why I don't like to watch the news, because he led me not to, but it's a rare thing if I ever look at it. I just listen to what he's saying, and I just say what he's saying. Because the news breeds fear. Sure, they give information, but it's biased, and then it breeds fear. And God's not giving us a spirit of fear. So anyway, we have to fight fear every day with faith, because, we get these thoughts and we're just watching what's going on and we're wondering how we're going to make it or whatever. So anyway, you have to fight fear with faith and just say what the Lord's saying. And if you're listening to a bunch of people and newscasters that are not saying what he's saying at all, they could be putting fear and breeding fear into your household. So what are you feeding yourself in the spirit sometimes? Sometimes you need to cut all that off and only hear what the Lord's saying and let him. That's how you get more visions and in dreams and hear him audibly and sensing more impressions of what he's saying and what he's about to do and what he's warning about or what he's encouraging or what he's stirring you to build or make or create or craft, because you turn off all the noise. So I don't know if you need to do that a little more this year or not, but anyway, so don't be afraid when you see things. It seems shaking. Really, he's building. So he said, I'm about to make some changes to even bring about an atmosphere that will set other things in motion. So I feel like the Lord is saying, don't question what I do. As in fear or in frustration, don't, from your fear or frustration, question what he's doing. Because sometimes when you are in fear or frustration and you're like, what are you doing? I don't know if you're going to come through for me. I don't know if you're going to provide for me. Then you start freaking out and then you might make stupid decisions or just go a direction he's not leading you in. Sometimes you just need to stand still and trust him. Sometimes he doesn't want you to go get by your own strength of your hand. Sometimes he just wants to provide. So you have to know what the Lord's telling you in this time anyway, but don't fear. So, also he said, so don't question what I do as in fear or in frustration, but sense my move and go with it. In the midst of many changes, I will keep some things in place, but I have to enact certain things in order to have my will be done and for order. I set up and I set down people, so pray for your leaders, for they carry a lot of weight on their shoulders. Could you do it? If we think about could we do it, that might help us to stop criticizing those that are in positions and instead pray for those and just say what God's saying. So while your news is spewing out whatever it wants to with a twist, you should be saying what the Lord's about to do in the future and now. If his people are really having their ear to his heart, you're speaking on what's coming and how God's working through what is going on. So you don't just recite facts that are the happenings of things on the surface, but you are able to see deeper and speak what the Lord's saying, because he's not trying to get us stirred up in emotion and fear, but in faith and hope and in the prophetic, so that you can stand in your post, doing your assignment and saying what he wants you to say, because that's what causes healing. That's what's going to be a catalyst for other good things to happen. So anyway, some of my people, he says, are unrealistic, and they think that I am all about spiritual growth, yet not really affecting your community.